It's time for discussions. Welcome to Discussions. Today we're going to be talking about the power of failure. And shout out to everyone on TikTok who watched my video on getting rejected by that girl. And the comments on that post are pretty funny, but they're all motivating and inspiring. People are saying failure is the best way to learn. We never learn from our successes. And I agree, but I also agree that we can learn from our successes if we focus on doing that. So why do we learn from our failures? We learn from our failures because it didn't work, it hurts, we hit our pain threshold and we have to evaluate, or we just can't keep going with it because it's not a viable path for us. So it forces us to stop and look and analyze what went wrong. We should do the same thing with successes, to be honest. Every time something goes well, we should be monitoring or tracking that and cranking up the part that led to that success. So when I do my weekly reflections on a blank piece of paper, one section will say, what did I do well this week? And then below that it will say, what did I do poorly this week? And then on the other side of the page, across from them, I'll say, what should I keep doing? And then below that, what should I do differently? So that's a way that you can use your failures and your successes as lessons. So you can double those lessons that we all get from failures. And we're going to be talking about the concept of the multitude of your failures. There's businesses that use that motto of fail fast because they want their businesses to be innovative and try new things. And if you're scared of failure, you won't want to try new things and you simply won't innovate. And one of the core reasons a business grows is innovation. How do you be innovative? You try new things. What happens when you try new things? You fail, you learn, and you try again. And when I think of a time that really annoyed me, even though I try to not let things annoy me and take ownership, this one annoyed me just a little bit, is when an acquaintance referenced, when I saw him out, and he referenced a business that I'd started in the past that failed, and he started clapping like a sarcastic clap. And I was thinking, this is just so illogical because who on earth would make fun of someone for failing with a business? It's not like I lost any investor money or anything like that. It's not my own money. So if anything, it should be inspiring. It should be motivating. Like if you see a failed business as a failure, I don't think you're thinking straight, because starting a business takes courage. Even a failing business is going to teach you hundreds of lessons. So having the courage to start a business and fail is worth applauding seriously, not sarcastically. So that was something that really confused me. And for anyone else who wants to start a business, even if it fails, I'm going to clap for you, because at least you're trying new things and you're giving yourself that opportunity to potentially make millions. And as they said on Shark Tank, it only needs to work once. You can try plenty of ideas and fail. As long as it works once, that's going to give you a really good rest of your life potentially if you then use that money wisely. So I'm going to remind you of a new way to measure your success, and that's by counting the number of failures you have. I like to see that as a measure of success because the number of failures you have is the number of lessons you have, and it's the number of times you've been courageous enough to try something new. So shout out everyone who's failed, learned, and keep on doing it. And embracing failure doesn't just relate to business. It also relates to our personal life. I'm sure we could probably agree that if you fill your life with things you love doing, that's going to be a good life. But a lot of us face the fact that we don't know what we love doing, or we don't know a high number of things that we love doing. And we haven't found that thing that brings us true happiness and true passion yet. So Joe Rogan gave me some good advice on this on his podcast that I listened to. He said, the way to find out what you love doing is to just get out there and try new things. So if I feel like I'm not having a lot of enjoyment throughout my week, I know that what that means is I need to go try new things until I find something I want to try doing. So something that I saw the other day was that new form of tennis where it's called a racquetball or something. It's like tennis, but you can use the walls and it's a smaller court and smaller racket. And I'm sure if I tried that out, it could be something that brings me the most joy of any sport in my life, but I haven't tried it yet. So that's on my to-do list. And if you're not sure what you love doing, Go out there, try new things, sports, activities, hobbies, crafts, arts, etc., and fail with some of them, but then one of them is going to hit and you're going to have a total new passion that's going to bring you a lot of joy. So go out there and fail in your career, in your business, in your social life, in your dating life especially. It takes plenty of failures, a lot of bad dates to lead to one good date, in my opinion. So go out there and don't be scared to fail, because it's the best way to find success. So thank you for joining us on this podcast, and please subscribe so we can bring you more content.